A welcome return. What's up, y'all? Bunny Champ here. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon FireRed. Last time, we finished up the Sevi Islands by exploring Seven Island and what little it has to offer. And this time, well, we got, I'd say, a couple more things left of this post-game, which means a couple things left of Pokemon FireRed. And then we'll be done. Man, this went by pretty quick. Say we're in like, I don't know, almost 40 episodes now? Man, what a series. Anyways, I'm here in on Seven Island, because I completely forgot about this item that was here, and I already picked it up. I stopped right here, just before continuing on. Right in front of me would have been the King's Rock. The King's Rock, it normally is an item to increase chances of flinching on moves. I think it gives like a extra like 10% to any moves now. An extra 10% for flinching on any move. So if you want to put flinching on tackle, you can with the King's Rock. Or you can use it in another way where there are two Pokemon that you can evolve by trading while holding the King's Rock. First one is Slowking. What you do, you give it to your Slowpoke, and it evolves into Slowking. It's basically like a little bit of the opposite of what Slowbro is. A little bit. They're both. It is also a big special attacker, but it mainly focuses on special bulk than physical bulk. And I think it has like a couple move differences, but aside from that, that's pretty much it. Let's see. Then you can evolve Poliwhirl into Politoed. Politoed unfortunately does not get a secondary typing when it fully evolves, much like Poliwrath does, or unlike Poliwrath, where Poliwrath gets the fighting type. Politoed doesn't get anything. It becomes pure water, and it gets Perish Song now, which I guess is kind of neat. This was before it gained its hidden ability in Drizzle, so at this point it's a bit mediocre of a water type. I mean, it's still pretty good. It's basically a little bit of the opposite. It is pretty much the opposite of Poliwrath. It also focuses on the special side, more special bulk, and more special attack. So that's kind of cool. Other than that, it's about it for Politoed. It's about it for the King's Rock. All it does is just evolves two Pokemon and gives moves a chance to flinch. So let's head on back to Kanto. Okay, here we are back at the lovely Cerulean City. So we're gonna go across Nugget Bridge here and surf on this water. Finally, we can now see what lurks over here. Now off screen, I've done a lot of grinding of my Pokemon. Trust me, you'd want to do the same, as I mentioned last episode. If I didn't, I cannot stress how important it is to grind for this next part. Grab some items, especially some max repels, grab some HM slaves. I believe you'll need flash and strength for this. So I had to grab 2 of them out of my box, which is fine. I replaced the 2 that wouldn't be doing much in this next part. Now, if you have done this, I think before going to the Sevi Islands post-game, I think there will still be a guy here. I think you had to do the Sevi Island stuff to get in here. If not, then I have to say, as long as you enter the Hall of Fame once, you can go in here. Because otherwise there'll be a guy blocking here saying it's too strong in here. For wild Pokemon, I believe you can run into a Pokemon called Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet is basically just a giant punching bag. It learns all the reflection moves, being not reflection moves, countering moves, all the countering moves. Counter and Mirror Coat. It can learn Safeguard, it can learn, it learns Destiny Bond, it learns all that jazz. Oh, you also need Rock Smasher. And the worst part about dealing with Wobbuffet is that it has a shitload of HP, so meaning it will be able to tank a hit no matter what, despite its pitiful pitiful defensive stats. That's all it does. It does not attack, it just counters. That's why it's the ultimate punching bag. So this is Cerulean Cave. Those who know what lurks here, you'll know why you would need to grind and what party members I would have to leave behind.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Wobbuffet!
Wobbuffet!
It's a very tough area. It's not a bad spot to grind off a wild Pokemon. It's not too bad, but I still recommend fighting trainers because you'll get money out of that. And plus, the VS Seeker or Versus Seeker is just so nice. Anyways, as I was saying, so yeah, you can find Wobbuffets here. You can't normally find that in the original game. What else is there to say about this place? Just a big old cave that you gotta explore. You might not even need Flash. You might just need Rock Smashing. It's Flash you need in the original game. It's a good possibility. Alright. What's even more eerie about this place is that you get like Team Rocket bass music. Kind of makes you wonder why that is. Because you only hear this song really from like Team Rocket when Team Rocket's like around. In like a lair or taking over a place or something. Kind of makes you wonder. Anywho. So yeah, off-screen, lots of grinding. I got a shitload of money finally. I also got some new moves for my Pokemon. Not many. I think it's mainly just Mimian who has Light Screen at the moment. I recommend if you have a Pokemon that can learn Light Screen, give it Light Screen, because you will definitely need it. I struggle with this place. I'm not gonna lie. It's easy to get lost in here. Well, not really lost, but not know where to go. Oh, hello. Yeah. So, not many people learn new moves. I'm still debating on if I should give Peter a new Fire-type move outside of Flamethrower, because it feels like his Flamethrower just doesn't do enough, especially since we found out his IV, his special attack IV is freaking 2 out of 31. Good grief. So I'm like debating on giving him Heat Wave or Fire Blast, not Overheat, because we run like a mixed set of both physical and special. It's another reason why I don't want to teach it Sword Stance, because, yeah. I gave Peter back Brick Break, because as I was grinding, Steel Wing was not cutting it for me, so I had to give it Brick Break, just so it can, just because of the grind, and plus, fighting type moves just have way more, in terms of coverage. They do more for coverage than Steel type. I mean, it'd be a lot more understandable if it was like a normal, you know, typical flying type with wings and stuff, and it only needs Steel Wing. But since Peter has actual hands and arms and can make use of them with like Focus Punch and Brick Break, it's good to use. It's good to use Brick Break. I don't know if I want to go down there yet. There was another path along this way. Oh, I also recommend stocking up on Pokeballs. Just trust me. You want to stock up on as many Pokeballs as you can. And make sure you have your Master Ball handy. Not unless you used it on the freaking Legendary Beasts, because if you used it on that, that's completely understandable. If you didn't, that's cool too, because you might need it for this part, who knows? I might. Because like I said, I'm not doing the Legendary Beast thing. You can. I'm not. Like, that just... too much of a pain in the ass to do. Trust. Was this another way I could go? Yeah, okay, so we're gonna go back, okay. You're gonna see me bumping around a lot, I apologize. So yeah, I'm still debating on what to give Peter for a Fire-type stab. Fire Blast is really nice, but it's a bit inaccurate and not a lot of PP, and I don't want to have to, you know, go all over the place for PP ups, but I might do that later, because it's good to have a whole bunch of those, especially for what we got next. And I don't know, like having one of my main stat, but then again, I got Fuzzy Wuzz main stab as cross chop. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, there's Ditto's here. Level 67? Okay. My apologies, sir. I don't know if I ever went over Ditto. If I haven't, then I guess we can make it quick. Ditto, pretty ass. Great for breeding, because since it can transform into any Pokemon, it can breed with any Pokemon. It's pretty ass. It has 2 exclusive items in Quick Powder and Metal Powder. One raises its defense, the other one raises its speed. I think you can figure out which one's which. It has only one move in Transform. It, I think, copies every stat except for HP for when it transforms into another Pokemon. And once it transforms, it'll only have 5 PP of the Pokemon's moves. So if it transforms, and well, the Pokemon has Psychic, it'll only have 5 out of the 10 PP it's supposed to have. Okay, maybe I should have grinded up to level 68. God damn. I thought 60, and I thought 66 and 65 would have been fine. Proving me wrong. Proving me wrong. Some of the items in here are kind of hit or miss. I will say though that in Heart Gold Soul Silver, they had some pretty banger items in this cave. Oh, I guess that's it. I guess we'll confront this strange being next time on Pokemon FireRed. We'll see what this guy's up to.